Man, they can't afford Bebo, but they can't afford Jon Stewart. Like, are you kidding me? What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. And guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe because I look great content every day that you don't want to miss. And guys, if you don't know, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So help me by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about the whole absence of Jon Stewart. Now, a lot of people have told me like their reaction to the Green Lantern teaser in Crisis Part 5. They're like, oh, it was awesome. He goes into Oa, you see the Green Lanterns. And I was like, okay, one, have you seen the Green Lantern movie? That was pretty much ripped straight from that movie. So I felt like it was kind of cheap. And two, it was very short. It was like all of 5 seconds.
And spread out before space and time in infinite measure.
And I was like, okay, instead of doing that, like obviously it's like an advertisement for HBO Max's Green Lantern show. Instead of doing that, why not show maybe 5 to 10 seconds of Diggle just landing, not even in Green Lantern costume, just show like the green like coming off of him, just show that he's a Green Lantern. Like I'd rather have that than a cheap like pretty much rip-off from the Green Lantern movie. So yeah guys, that's what I thought about that teaser. Like it was the weakest one of that whole montage. Like that montage was pretty awesome. Like the Titans one was a little weak because they pretty much ripped it straight from the trailer. But the Stargirl one, that was awesome. Doom Patrol, that was great. And honestly, the Superman one with Brandon Routh was the best. But guys, they really dropped the ball on it. That like they didn't show that much Green Lantern. That was the only Green Lantern we got in the entire 5-part crossover, which I was disappointed. Alright, like last year in Elseworlds. But I was like, alright, we're kind of abandoning the whole Diggle thing. Like we're not gonna get into that. But when Earth 90 Flash shows up, and he's like, oh, there's a crisis, and he looks at Diggle, he's like, hey, John, where's your ring at?
Jay?
No.
My God, Dad?
My name is Barry Allen. Hello, John.
Do I know you?
You're not wearing your ring. Things must be different here.
Barry, where's there?
He's like, and Diggle's like, oh, what? He's like, oh, it's different here. So I'm like, that's a reference. That means that on Earth 90, Diggle was actually Jon Stewart. So that was pretty much telling me, alright, by next crossover, probably in Crisis on Infinite Earths, they're gonna make it happen. I actually thought they were gonna make it happen, but they didn't. But guys, there's also more references throughout. Like, there's even an episode in Season 7 Arrow called Spartan. And you see, like, it was like a stepfather come, and it said Stewart. And I was like, man, they keep teasing this. Like, we're like, they're really getting us hyped for this. It was like one of the most hyped things I had going into this crossover. And to see them not even acknowledge it, like, they don't even have a reference. Like, there wasn't even a part in this crossover where a character's like, hey, Diggle, where's your ring? Or Diggle's like, oh, man, I heard about these things called Green Lanterns. Something better than that. Like, obviously, I can't make it off the top of my head. But at least made a reference. Like, they didn't even have to go full-on Green Lantern. But no, nothing, nada. So that was disappointing. But guys, I hope they maybe make it happen, because now we have the Justice League, and Diggle is still alive. Like, I was really worried that they were going to actually kill him off in the crossover, because in Part 3, when Lila turns evil and starts flipping him, I'm like, no, they're not going to kill him off, are they? But they didn't. And guys, pretty much all Diggle was in this crossover was he was just like emotional because he misses Oliver's death twice. I'm like, they do him bad, alright? Like, it makes sense, it's very sad, it works for the story, but I wish he got more than that. Like, he's pretty much a guy who missed out on his brother, pretty much the guy who's been with for the past 8 years, dying twice. Like, come on. Give him like a fan service moment, a good moment, where you can see like Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, some good stuff. But no, they ain't give us that at all. But guys, other than that, I'm still excited for the Green Lantern show. It looks awesome. I'm excited to see what they do. It's on HBO Max, so expect a lot of action, high budget, so that should be pretty cool. And I'm still holding out hopes for Jon Stewart, still holding out hopes. Mainly because now we have the Justice League and Diggle's still alive. Could we in the future, in a future crossover, Diggle becomes Green Lantern just for a sec, maybe a little bit, and join the Justice League? Like, that would make the Justice League come full circle. Because you have a Bat character, Batwoman, You have Supergirl and Superman. You have Flash. Black Knight doesn't really fit, but still, he's cool on the team. You have Martian Manhunter. So who else are you missing? Green Lantern. And I feel like Green Lantern has just been missing out a lot. Like, even in the Justice League movie, he didn't show up. He was like the one character in the Justice League, the core Justice League dynamic, while also Hawkgirl. But he didn't show up at all. And you see him now, he show up in the Arrowverse. Like, come on, don't be doing Green Lantern like that. Like, we really need a lot of Green Lantern content right now. Like, guys, before this, Green Lantern had a lot of content, actually. Like, you had the Green Lantern anime show, which I actually loved that show. It was good. It had like 2 seasons. That was awesome. You had the Green Lantern animated movies. He showed up in the Justice League Unlimited. But, like, he showed up in a lot of stuff. But then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. Like, yeah, he's in comics still, but he doesn't show up on shows. He doesn't show up that much on animated movies. He doesn't show up on live action where other characters show up. So I'm like, come on, give us more Green Lantern content. And guys, if you hear the music in the background right now, I'm gonna give a shout out whoever notices that in the comment section below first, alright? So whoever names it first gets a shout out in the next video. I'll give you a second. Alright, you hear it? Alright guys, let's move on, because he's just missing action. But guys, in the comment section below, tell me what you think about this. Did you like the teaser in Crisis Part 5? Or were you disappointed like me that John Stewart didn't show up at all? Like, we've been waiting for years, there's been a lot of references to it, and they've been teasing it with Diggle, and they didn't deliver. But guys, if you like this video, give a big thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to my channel, because I always bring some content every day that you don't want to miss. But yeah guys, that's gonna be the video, and peace out.